What's up, everybody? Welcome to Arch City Reviews. I am your host, Adam AF. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. Today, we are going to be talking about Flying Sparks by John Delarose and Jethro Morales. The cover here is done by the one and only John Malin and Brett R. Smith. I believe anyway. I don't see the signature anywhere on here, but I'm fairly certain that that is John Malin's artwork. It also comes with a secondary cover by somebody. I can't read the signature at the bottom, and it's not credited where I can see. Very kind of soy cover there with the got very manly pectorals. Anyway, so this book is broken down into 3 chapters. The first one, the only difference is the colors are done by Shannon Ho. And in my opinion, they probably should have stuck with the colorist who did the second 2 chapters. But anyway, I digress. The book, it kind of has a bit of a rocky start. I mean, it starts right away. We get right into the action. The dialogue feels really clunky and it doesn't quite flow as well as it should. It doesn't seem very natural. And the setup, the whole story setup is a bit lazy. So it's about the story itself, Flying Sparks, is about Chloe and Johnny. Chloe is Metagirl. She is the superheroine of the story. And Johnny, her boyfriend, is a super criminal. So that's where the term Flying Sparks comes from there, of course. But so she drops in, she defeats this goon here, and then she is seen flying away, and just coincidentally happens to be the rooftop of her criminal boyfriend's little Empire coffee shop thing that he's got going on. Yeah, weird kind of coincidence. That's why I thought the setup was a bit lazy. You know, then he even comments his girlfriend's been missing for days, and well, she's just been on the roof the whole time. Just look up, dude. But yeah, so he's her boyfriend Johnny. He's the bad guy. He gets into some bad dealings, and one of his guys tries to kill him, and he's got to unleash his wicked lightning power. I thought the art was really kind of if. It's better than mediocre, but not great. It needs a little bit more detail in some places. So yeah, chapter 1 I thought was kind of a rough start. I didn't want to get into too many spoilers if you are interested in getting the book. So into chapter 2, we get the colors change to the Sanju Nivengoon. Hope I said that right. Sanju. Anyway, he does the next 2 chapters and does, I think, a hell of a lot better job than Shannon Ho did on the first chapter. As you can see here, the pages really kind of benefit from Sanju's art, or from the colors, I should say. The artwork is the same. But in chapter 2 is a lot more action packed. I will say there's a time jump in the beginning, and it doesn't really state what kind of time jump it was. And the dialogue does kind of smooth out some, but we get to see Meta Man for the first time as well deal with this super villain that completely clobbers Metagirl, because she has no actual powers. She's just a tech superhero. And Meta Man apparently is very Superman-esque. This dude takes a charge at him, and he can't even move him, and then he just slams him into the ground, forces his hands behind his back, and walks away from it like, booyah, done. So he, chapter 3, I don't know. We get into it, and we get to see the ray gun that she does mention in the beginning. Now this thing, look at this thing. It's supposed to, like, she's supposed to be carrying this around and fighting crime. Like, this is the clunkiest looking gun ever. I would not want to have that on my utility belt. It's a travesty. But so they try this big laser gun out, and again, when you do a splash page, I really feel like you should put your all into it. This was not. This was a. If you took an hour to draw this, I'd be surprised. Like, there's absolutely no detail in this at all. It's really kind of lazy. The artwork overall is pretty lazy. And then as soon as they fire the weapon, of course, like, it draws the attention to the bad guys immediately. Immediately. And, chaos ensues. They steal the gun. They look at this thing. Like, that is not. Ugh. That's a very poor design. Poor design. Anyway. Oh, yes, and then we have to end with the obligatory Tim Lim's bunny. Okay, so overall, this is a Marvel book that you find on the stands right now. The artwork is mediocre. The dialogue is clunky and lazy and very decompressed. It's one of my biggest pet peeves in comic book storytelling is this whole book. It was like 74 digital pages with the covers added in and those little drop-ins at each chapter. But it did not take but maybe if it took a half hour to read, it's because I was taking my time and doing something else while I was also trying to read it. It just was not great. Yeah, I maybe volume 2 will be a lot better. From what I've seen in the previous pages, I don't think that's going to be the case. But anyway, you could check it out for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. What do I really know? But another interesting tidbit I thought was that Flying Sparks Volume 1 is available in trade paperback on Amazon right now for just over $17 with free shipping, whereas if you go through John Del Rosa's Kickstarter, the book is $20, and I don't believe shipping is free. So if you really want a physical copy, just hit up that Amazon. Anyway, that's all for now. Tell me what you think. If I'm completely out of left field, let me know. Maybe I've heard a lot of people talk good things about this book. I personally did not enjoy it, but that's just me. Anyway, if you liked it, give me that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Ring that bell. You can find me on Twitter at Adam_A_F. I'm out.